Hello and welcome to another week with Mirree's Dreamtime messages. Thanks for joining me this week. And if you've already subscribed to my YouTube channel, you know there's some really great affirmations on my YouTube channel that you can listen to and download for free. And you know the Dreamtime messages are every Sunday, where you'll get the complete version. If you're on one of my other social media channels, you'll find that that only a snippet of this Dreamtime message will be on there. So that's why it's great to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell to be notified every time I upload a brand new video. So the week's going to be starting the 25th of April and running until the 1st of May. So we're starting a brand new month, and the 1st of May is the second. It's going to be a new moon on Sunday. So it's going to be a good time to rest and recuperate and start over again during this cycle of the new moon. And if you want to know more about the moon cycles and what kind of cycle we're in at the moment, you can check out my social media, one of my social media channels, either Instagram, Facebook, Twitter or LinkedIn. I'm on those four mainly, and you'll be able to see that at least once a week I post about the current cycle of the moon that we're in. So you would have known, have you got your card deck yet? Now's the best time to get it because you'll get your free bonuses. And I'm using the brand new sample card deck at the moment, and which looks very similar to the ones that will be arriving in May. So I appreciate everyone's patience, and I'm really happy. There was delays because we couldn't get the box made in Australia, which was unfortunate, but we're slowly getting everything worked out. So follow along on YouTube, and where you'll always hear about all the latest updates about the products. So let's see which two cards are coming out this week. You've got your box, and you'll have your 100-page brand new guidebook and your 36 glossy cards with the golden shiny edges and the famous white cockatoos on the back and the Australian animals on the front. So I do these every week to see which cards are guiding us and the animals which are getting us through some pretty challenging or troubled times. And it always gives us something to look forward to every week and keep our focus on our dreams and the goals that we wish to bring forward, making great changes and transformations. It does get boring when we're doing the same thing over and over again. So having little tools like this to help us bring more support and positive energy to our day is really great in supporting these changes in our everyday lives. So the first card that we pulled out is with Tasmanian Tiger. I am open. When I allow myself to be open to new ideas, I give myself permission to step outside of my comfort zone, which results in the ultimate solution, my self-realization. So it's interesting when you look up the word self-realization, because it's linked to many different countries, but it's also represents the self-fulfillment within. So I really love that word, self-realization, and because of what it means. But in order to kind of have that there more, we need to be open to these ideas, these changes and transformations as well. So here you'll see the Tasmanian tiger and baby and its hind legs, which is very similar to a kangaroo. Its back hind legs, which the Tasmanian tiger is extinct now, so you won't see it anywhere in Australia unless it's kind of in a museum. So the Tasmanian tiger is giving us the guidance. It's about not dwelling on the past, but it's about breaking the chains of our past. It's not always easy to do this, but there is a lot of benefits in being able to at least try and overcome the chains that do bind us to the past, especially if you have a lot of people that are trying to hold you back. So in order sometimes to move forward, it is necessary to take a few steps back and take a careful look at what we have left behind in order to see how far we've come. So when we look back at how far we've come, we start to, from where we started to where we are now, sometimes it can be the secret ingredient to obtaining the next level of our achievement. So the action step this week: get ready to conquer your next stage. You are coming near to breaking a cycle, so congratulations. Try not to rush during this stage, but reflect on all the lessons that you have learnt. The cycle could be connected to the past in relation to family, work, or a relationship that didn't serve you. Whatever it is, allow Tasmanian Tiger to be your guide, whilst you take some important time out to reflect and contemplate your past without dwelling. Projects take time, patience, and a new level of understanding, and this is especially to do with projects. This can be very challenging for me when challenges do come, especially like, for example, to do with the card decks. There was more waiting time. This was so very challenging for me. I can imagine how it could have been, how it's been for you guys as well. So I really appreciate you being here on my journey and supporting me as I'm supporting you, and we're supporting each other. So but we need to learn to open ourselves up more often. So continue to nurture the outcome, and it will surely come about for you. Be sure to be open to amazing things, and they will be open for you. So the negative, you could be resisting change and stubborn and narrow-minded. I can be stubborn at times, so I can really understand getting this card. I don't get this card off. We don't get this card often enough to be reminded not to be stubborn. So the positive which we can turn around at any moment during the day. Self-realization. The Tasmanian Tiger is letting us know, letting go and breaking a cycle. And you'll also know that the kangaroo card with the same hind legs as the Tasmanian Tiger is about letting go as well. So that is the beautiful card of the Tasmanian Tiger, which I love that card, and everything that one is about, because it's not always easy to be open to other things when sometimes we can be stuck in our ways, we can be stubborn and all the rest of it. So it's not always easy, but it's worth a try, and to move forward in a new direction. And we can always go back to where we were if it didn't work out. But in order to keep moving forward, it's important to have new experiences, because eventually, when we do and are able to change in the time that we allow ourselves to, the new experiences will override the old ones. And so that's basically, just a bit of a tip. So the next card that we got this week is with the white cockatoo. I am living, letting us know that when I let go of my past, I experience life again the way it's supposed to be. I am happy to be alive and living. This card represents so many things, and it gives us so many messages to do with the past. I know that I had a pretty traumatic past from, when I was quite younger and during my teenage years as well. And so sometimes you think that that's the way life is supposed to be, but it's absolutely not. So, that's really in essence what this card is saying, that, that I can let go of the past that I've experienced and have a new way of life to be happy, especially if you know that you weren't happy then, and that wasn't any fault of your own. So if we have a look at the white cockatoo I am living, and you can read more up about that story on my website about me, and so you'll really understand this card a lot more to do with the journey that I've gone on and done a whole 360. So so that's why these cards are really focused on the troubled times during challenges, because it's those times that we're able to have breakthroughs. We can be stuck in the mud, and then all of a sudden we have a realization, and we've kind of lifted ourselves up from that mud stage where we feel stuck, and and it's the beginning of something brand new. So the purpose of the white cockatoos is letting us know that with the rainbow serpent down the bottom, is teaching us about a rebirth of the old in order to step into the new. The white cockatoo gives you the light you need to get yourself out of the dark, and the rainbow serpent enables you to cleanse yourself from any negative karma that is keeping you in the past. The rainbow serpent is a powerful spiritual creator which created all the waterways, bringing life to all the animals. And so your guidance today to do with the white cockatoo is you are welcoming a new beginning by shedding aspects of the past that have been heavily weighing you down. You're about to awaken through a rebirthing of a new you, and so get ready. The action step is today about concentrating on the very things that's bringing in the happiness to your life as a key to make life worth living. It's a feeling, and only you have the key and the answer to this most important question. If you've ever been in hard times, you may have got to a point where you feel like you didn't want to be here anymore. And so that's, when you say that you're living, you are here, you're alive, and that is truly a miracle of life. So it is something, so perhaps something creative you're working on, or perhaps a relationship that is currently fulfilling your needs. Whatever it is, take note of this happiness. It could be the key to your future happiness. And it doesn't have to be something fancy. Sometimes when there's ideas, or you really feel drawn to something, it really doesn't have to be fancy. It can come across all fancy, but, really it's just about hitting that spot within you. That's why it feels fancy. So, the negative could be you're living in the past, you're frozen and you're denying, so you can always turn things around. With the white cockatoo, there's a karmic release, there's a new beginning, and you're awakening. So these are the two cards that we pulled out this week. I love these two cards, with Tasmanian tiger and baby, I am open. Saying, just pause for a little moment and just have a look at how far you've come. You may look back 5-10 years, and especially if you feel like I'm not making any progress, I'm trying my best, what can I do? So just step out, just step out of your ordinary routine. Just look back in a contemplation 5 or 10 years ago and compare that to where you are now. And it's amazing what you find by just doing that exercise. It's not about dwelling on the past, but it's just showing you the current progress, where you are right this moment. And as I mentioned to you before, it could be the key to your next step that you may just be needing one little thing that to kind of click in. So and the other card that we pulled out is with White Cockatoo, I am living, letting us know that you are rebirthing yourself from the old to the new. Allow yourself the time to do this, and you know, because you are powerful, and you know, it's a very big process when you're doing a rebirth, and it's not something to take lightly. You know that, you know, it's an experience that you are allowing yourself to have because, you know, the past wasn't fulfilling your needs. And so, you know, it's a miracle of life in itself that this is happening. So, you know, allow yourself, be gentle, and allow this to unfold in you. And as I mentioned before, there is like 5 levels of information in the Sky book that you'll receive with the card deck, and I will be bringing out a larger book of this 100-page booklet. You know, I don't reveal everything on my website. You can, you know, get a taste of information and the stories behind my works, but you know, or you'll find a lot more information in the books that I sell. So, you know, that's, you know, especially for my customers. So, yeah, so I hope you have a wonderful week with these two, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for some really great affirmations and other videos that you'll love. And I'll see you again in another video next week. Have a wonderful week. Bye for now.